Hey there, Libra. Welcome to your reading for, this is a bonus reading, and we are going to look at your next big change. You have this powerful move card and this seeing beyond card. This powerful move card obviously can represent making a big move in your life. The seeing beyond card, one thing I will say about this is that we are in a very intuitive time. So I would say I would be like trusting your dreams, your daydreams, things that pop into your head. I don't know about anyone else, but my dreams have been crazy the past few nights. So, whenever I have crazy dreams, I always make sure to kind of write those things down because you never know what kind of message could be hidden in those dreams. And I would definitely pay attention with that seeing beyond card. I also feel that, you air signs are in a great time of clarity. So there could be a lot of clarity or just answers. And, again, this might not seem very significant or important, but you could be getting a lot of answers on things that you've just been waiting for answers on, like, like approvals for things. Maybe you've been trying to like learn something, and you could be having like a breakthrough in the sense that you are getting the answers you've been looking for. And I definitely get that energy off of the first two cards. You start with the Hangman here. The Hangman, I feel like you're no longer doing something. Those are literally the words that I'm getting here. Now, one thing I will tell you is that the Hangman in reverse, I always say, it kind of looks like he is dancing when he is in the reverse. Now, in the reverse, the Hangman would represent like forward progress or moving forward. But sometimes I feel, I know he didn't come up in reverse, but this is what I'm feeling. So I'm just telling you. So I feel sometimes that he is dancing, and it's almost like he feels like he has to put on a show to be successful or to, get something that he thinks he deserves in life or whatever, right? And I just get that feeling from the Hangman where it's like I feel like you are no longer to just like willing to dance for a person, right? This is going to strange places here, Libra, but you have the Ace of Cups, you have the Knight of Cups here. And so I'm not saying this is just love, but it could be love. It's like you're no longer willing to, put on a show, right? But I also feel this in business and work. It could be any type of relationship. You show up, the Justice card, in the area of your closest relationships, which is very positive. It would kind of represent creating more balanced connections. But, I feel what the reading is saying is like maybe your big change that you are going through is that it's like you are balancing the energy that you give to people. And I feel this is all people, like your boss, your parents, your lover, everything, or, future lovers. So it's kind of like you're balancing out here, which I feel good, looks really good. You have the King of Cups as your crossing energy. The crossing energy can be what hurts you or helps you in a Celtic cross. And the King of Cups is about your emotions and how you feel about things. Now, normally in the positive, he has explored his emotions to a very deep level, and he understands how he feels about, everything. As far as a crossing energy is concerned, this can say that you're not sure how you feel about this, that, and the other thing in your life. It might actually be a good time for you to just like take extra time for yourself and to discover your feelings, right? He has taken the time to explore his emotions to a very deep level. And, again, I think it would be a good time for you to do that, Libra. Next, in the area of what's on your mind, you have the Page of Swords. I have a feeling that probably all air signs will get this card. You're the first air sign that I'm doing for this set of readings. And so I'm not sure yet. I haven't done the readings yet, but I kind of have a feeling that some of you, all air signs will probably have Page of Swords energy in their readings. It's a great time for you to like look into curiosity, showing up in the area of your thoughts or your mind. It can definitely represent, curiosity or being curious about just anything, really, things that you want to do in your life, directions you want to move in, and I would follow your curiosity. In the area of your foundation, you have the Two of Swords. Two of Swords is this or that thinking. Two of Swords really says you have another option. She has this new island behind her, and she needs to get to that island. So again, you might be thinking, I kind of get this feeling of limited options. But really, I feel if you kind of like trust your intuition, she's wearing a blindfold. You have that seeing beyond card as well. So it's definitely a time for you to like tap into your intuition. That's where you could discover other ways of doing things, new opportunities, things that set you free with the Two of Swords. I also get this energy of like, the Two of Swords sometimes I feel is a card of like finding a middle ground, especially with a person. But you, like, I kind of feel you are seeing the situations in life where the other side isn't willing to meet in the middle, and you could be balancing those situations out, as in walking away or correcting those situations in some way, right? Next, in your past, you have this Wealth of Knowledge card. It says, connect to the knowledge in your soul to teach and help heal the world. You also have this Temple of the Soul. It says, you are on your karmic path so you can unravel the mysteries of your karmic debts. So that definitely makes sense. This are connect to the knowledge in your soul to teach and help heal the world. I wanted to read that again. And you have the star. So the star can represent being a star in the world and being an inspiration to other people. So that Wealth of Knowledge card definitely makes sense, that you could be showing people how to live, or just by living, right? You don't actually have to do anything. Like, you aren't, I always say, with the star card, we aren't telling anyone anything, or we aren't telling people, like, you should do this, right? We are just living our best life, and people are using us as an inspiration, which is great, especially right now. I believe with Pluto and Aquarius, probably the most spiritual thing we can do is be an inspiration to other people. And again, we don't have to tell people what to do. We don't have to, we don't have to, tell them do this or anything like that. We just have to live, our best life. That's it. And it is coming up in the past, but again, this could be something that you've been working on for a very long period of time, and now you're just kind of shining that inner light, or you are being an inner light, which is great. The star in the past is also great for healing. It says that you have done a lot of healing, and now, which is, again, good for this reading. You could be finally moving forward because of it. Next, in the area of the very near future, you have this Flexibility card and this Delight card, which is great because we also have the Ace of Cups. The Delight card is just about enjoying life and, doing things that you do enjoy. The Flexibility card, of course, is about being flexible and, looking for other solutions. But, with the Ace of Cups here, I think it would be a great time for you to enjoy yourself. The Ace of Cups is all about filling yourself up. Yeah, it can represent love. Yeah, sure, we have a little bit of love showing up in this reading, but I feel, what it would be more important than that is getting into the flow. That cup can easily reach down into the water below it and fill itself back up, so it is able to create more flow. And I feel that when we do things that we enjoy, when we do things that we love to do in life, then we are creating more flow. And I would say that's probably the best thing you can do right now, is create more flow or love or enjoyment. Again, people are clearly watching you. You have the star, and so probably in a good way, like, you could be an inspiration for your family or for people in work or business, right? And so being more in this flowing energy is going to be very good. We also have, with the King of Cups here, this could say that you are healing your emotions with that Ace of Cups. So I definitely feel taking some extra time to do that would be a good idea. Next, in your outcome row, you have this Innovate card. It says, with the right inspiration, you can bring a novel approach to almost anything. What can you innovate to contribute towards making the world a better place? We literally just said that. Two of Swords, her solution to her situation is innovation. She needs to find something else, or she needs to innovate her situation, right? You have this Focus card. It says, it's difficult to be productive when your energy is scattered in so many directions. King of Cups. I feel, even if you can only take 5-10 minutes every single day, I feel like taking some time to sit with your emotions would be a really good idea. My favorite thing to do is write, externalize things. Get yourself a yellow pad. Mine's all the way over there, so I can't grab it. But I have 1 million of those yellow pads. They're like $1 for 1 million on Amazon, right? So super cheap. And I think if we have feelings, or if we don't know what our feelings are, putting them outside of your body onto a piece of paper helps you externalize those emotions. So, again, everything we've talked about is showing up with these two cards. So there you go. You have the Knight of Cups over the next few months. I kind of feel like you are feeling very romantic over the next few months. That's really the word that's popping to my head. And I don't just mean love. I do feel that there could absolutely be love coming in for you, but I feel like it's almost like you have a much more romantic imagination, or maybe you are coming at things from a more romantic perspective. It feels a little bit delusional, I'm not gonna lie, but at the same time, I feel like this is a good thing. Like, I feel, I feel like we should be delusional right now. We have Neptune and Pisces. Neptune and Pisces is delusional. Neptune will move into Aries, but it's going to retrograde back into Pisces this year as well. And we also have Saturn in Pisces. I talk about this all the time. With Neptune in Pisces plus Saturn, you could literally manifest a delusional dream or a delusional business or something like that. So I don't necessarily feel this is a bad thing. But again, your perspective over the next few months feels a little romantic to me. Like, you could be idealizing situations and things like that. I would make sure you're being balanced. You do show up here next. So I do feel like you're being balanced. But I also feel there's nothing wrong with kind of that being in that place, and that could be a good sign as well. It could say, it could just say things are going well, and so you're being more romantic about life. Next, in your closest relationships, you show up. It's pretty good when you show up as yourself in the reading, but also in a certain area, like all your closest relationships. It kind of says that you're taking the lead in all relationships, not just love, and that you are standing out, like I said, with that star card. With the Justice card, you could be creating more balance in your connections, and you could not be romanticizing connections. You could be looking at connections as they really are and creating balance that way. I also get something about like a middle ground thing with this Two of Swords. With the Justice card, one thing I will also say is that you go up to the Queen of Pentacles from the Two of Swords through the Ace of Cups. So if you are trying to find a middle ground with a person, this would be very good with that Queen of Pentacles, because the Queen of Pentacles is a card of resourcefulness. And so, again, if you are trying to find a middle ground, this could be good. In the area of your future feelings, you have the Queen of Pentacles. I don't know, almost every single reading I've done for you for the past, within the past 5 years has had the Queen of Pentacles at least. So Queen of Pentacles seems to be a very important energy for Libra. It is an energy of resourcefulness and using your resources wisely. Those resources don't have to be money. Those resources could be your time, effort, attention, pretty much anything. I do feel like you have your eye on the prize. She's really focused on this pentacle that she's holding on to. So you are clearly focused on kind of like manifesting something in your life. And I feel you are manifesting this not just through manifestation, but also action and, work, things like that. You have the Queen of Wands as your outcome. Really good. Again, doesn't matter what gender you are. I feel that this is the energy you're embracing, is Queen of Wands energy. She is my card of learning as you go, which I think is a really, really good energy to, if you want to be really productive over the next several years, you're going to have to learn as you go. We have a lot of things going on right now where we could have these crazy, romantic ideas because of Neptune and Pisces about life or, about something we want to create. And we are not probably going to know how to make it happen. And so we have to be willing to learn as we go. And the Queen of Wands is definitely about doing that. She's also kind of a card of like not caring what people think. I do feel based off your astrology since like 2016 that some of you probably have maybe made decisions based off of other people. And again, based off this reading, I feel pretty good. I feel like you are no longer, this seems to be a process that you've been going through because I feel like I've said it to you before, but it's like you're no longer like worrying too much about, what other people are telling you to do. With the King of Cups and the Hangman, you have the Four of Wands. Marriage. If you want love, definitely could be a strong love connection. If you don't already have it, some of you might already have it. I even think with this stuff right here, again, if you're in a connection and if you are working through some issues or challenges, this could be really, really good. This could say that you're kind of like getting back to love with a person. And it's like, I think, they say that there are all these stages of love in a relationship, right? And I just feel that if you are in a connection, this could say that you have gone through a stage or, a certain level of love with a person, and it's like you're getting to the next level. I don't know. Hopefully that makes sense. With the Page of Swords, you have the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is like fortune after difficulty or, good things happening after a difficult period of time. I kind of do feel that someone could have their eye on you. So if you're with that Page of Swords, you might, and again, I feel this is for those of you that think that someone has their eye on you. I feel like you are correct because the Page of Swords is showing up in the area of what's on your mind. Like you literally could be thinking that someone is spying on you. Now, it doesn't look like a bad thing. It looks like, this person might be in love with you or something like that. So if you want love, looks good. With the Two of Swords, you have the Four of Swords. Yes, this is the trick to your reading right here, is this card. It's difficult to be productive when your energy is scattered in so many directions. I feel like healing, carving out, 10 minutes to write or put things, externalize your feelings so that you can see them with your eyes, right? I feel that would be a really good activity for the rest of the year, really. Just based off the astrology as well. I feel like taking time to really just quiet the noise of everything else going on in your life and sitting with your feelings and processing them would be extremely beneficial based off of everything that's going on here. I feel it'll bring clarity, direction, answers, all that. With the star card, you have the devil. Some of you could have healed from a devil connection. A devil can be anything. It doesn't have to be love. I look at the devil as an energy vampire. So it could be a person, place, or thing that has stolen your energy. And here, I feel this is just saying that you either have healed from that recently or in the past. With the Ace of Cups, you have the Ace of Cups. So the universe saying I meant what I said. The more you are in that energy of fulfilling yourself, the better energy you are going to attract with this right here. There could be a really solid love offer, clearly. I mean, the Knight of Cups is offering a cup. So, this could be a person like at work or, that you see during the day, or a friend that is interested in you. I think you already know who this person is. With the Knight of Cups, you have the Eight of Swords. So this person, someone could be a little bit stuck here or unsure of what the next move to make is. Really, I don't feel worried about it because the Knight of Cups is moving. And so, again, if this has taken a while, and it is showing up in the area of the next few months, so, this person might not be making a move right away. It could be one of those things where this person it's just taken them time to make a move. But they could be being set free with the Eight of Swords. With the Justice card, can't make this up. You have the Page of Cups. I mean, definitely could be love coming in for you. Page of Cups is an admirer, love, an opportunity of love. Very, again, we have a very dreamy energy going on in this reading. And again, even if you don't want love, there is something very romantic about this reading. It's like this reading is about your romantic vision of life. Like imagine if every day was like a what's that guy's name in Serendipity? I can never remember the name of that guy in that movie. People say I look like him too, which is weird. But I have John Stamos popping into my head, but I know that's not his name. But it's John something, right? John Cusack, that's the one, right? So again, it's like if every day could be like a romantic comedy. What would that look like for you? And there is something about your romantic vision. Normally, I wouldn't like that because, again, that's not how life works. Like life is not, really, our romantic vision. But I feel like you are taking action here to do things to make your life more romantic. And I'm not just talking about love. I'm talking about kind of like that, like whimsical experience, right? With the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Five of Cups here. I would be careful of focusing on disappointments. The Queen of Pentacles, she has this rabbit right here, and the rabbit can represent fertility and abundance, but it can also represent fears and anxiety on the Queen of Pentacles, but she's focusing on the pentacle. She's not focusing on the fears. So, again, with the Five of Cups, we have to focus on what we do have, not on what we don't have, and we will get this bridge in the castle. So your focus is definitely important here. With the Queen of Wands, you have the Page of Pentacles. This could be communication with a person. And you have 3 pages here. It's almost like this person is going through stages. And I said something about stages of love earlier, but you go Page of Swords, Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles. So, this person could be going from admirer to communicating with you if you want communication. This could also be good news. I always look at the Page of Pentacles as a messenger. Most people consider the Knights as messengers, which is true, but I also consider the Page of Pentacles to also be a messenger or like good news coming in for you. So there could be some sort of good news with those cards. I also feel that I was literally going to say could be an increase in your wealth and you get this wealth card. So what I was going to say is that it seems to me like you could be improving your resources with the Queen of Pentacles. You have this cup card. It says you should accept valid criticism. I mean, sure, why not, right? And maybe that's what the Justice card is talking about balance. It's like, yeah, some criticisms are just people who are jerks. Some of them are legitimate, and being able to tell the difference is important. You have this wealth card. Yes, this has been a long journey. I feel work and career has been just a long thing for Libra. I think like 2016 to like 2022-ish, somewhere around there. It's like you probably struggled to find something that actually aligns with you, or, something that came up for me a lot for Libra in the past is that if you have like a degree in something, it was probably harder during those years for Libra to get a job that actually aligns with their degree. And that is changing. So, again, a lot of you could be kind of increasing your earnings through that. You have this Axe card. It says forces working against you. I feel like this is how you felt if you went through that. Like there was something blocking you, or there was some sort of blockage. And then you have this card that says broken bridge. It says unsuccessful outcome to a problem. I feel you've learned to just let go. Really, in some ways, the Ace of Cups is about letting go. It's a card of flow, right? So it says that you have to live a life of love. If something doesn't work out, you have to say, well, then the universe wants something better for me, right? And it's almost like that's what you have learned, is what's popping into my head. You have this teapot. It says deep friendship with someone of the same sex. Yeah, I think pretty much every single person has had a message about focusing on those connections that really lift you up, and I feel that would be an amazing thing for you to do right now. But this looks pretty good here, Libra. I do like this reading a lot, and you could be making a powerful move. We're talking about your next big change, and one of those changes is love, but you're clearly making big moves as well. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your month.